Hi, I'm Marion Landry, Technical Marketing Manager for Autodesk. New to 3ds Max Design 2014, you can now populate your scene with animated characters. In this tips and tricks, I'm going to show you how you can export these characters and take advantage of them in your showcase scene. Okay, so I have the scene here in Showcase, and I've already established few camera in my showcase scene. Some of them are still, and some might be animated cameras. But at the same time, I am also developing the 3D visualization in 3ds Max Design, where I can really add emotion to my scene by adding Populate, so animated characters, an animated train, some animated flag using cloth animation. You'll notice also that I have softscape, so greeneries and stuff. Now I can't bring all of that into Showcase, but I can definitely take advantage of the Populate character. Unfortunately, the animation included in a character in 3ds Max Design won't be recognized in Showcase, but I can still use the emotion and the sense of scale that these characters are bringing to my scene. Now, there are a few important steps to recognize before you are able to send your data to Showcase in order for it to work in Showcase. So let's select a random character here in the scene and analyze it a bit further. So you'll notice that if I call the material that is now applied on this character, notice that is a multi-sub object, but it's also an architecture and design material. Now these materials are not recognized by Showcase. Only standard material and Autodesk material are recognized by Showcase. Now there's a way around this challenge, and we're gonna have to change the custom UI to work more like in a 3ds Max rather than a 3ds Max Design environment. So if you go under the Customize, Custom UI, and Default Switcher, you'll notice that my default is set to Design Viz Mental Ray, which by default populate my scene with character which has architecture and design materials. Now if I switch to a Max Default UI, I'm going to select that from the list and set it. Now I'm going to have to restart 3ds Max Design for these changes to apply, which I'm going to do so. And by doing that, it's going to make the default renderer to be scanline, and therefore the character in my scene will be populated with standard material. So that's a way around that challenge. So if I go back here to the custom UI, you see that it's now set to Max Default UI. So if I load again the material editor and call the material of any of the character in my scene, well, I still have the architecture and design material because I haven't repopulate or resimulate my scene. So I'm going to get rid of all the character. I'm not getting rid of the idle plane or the flows. I'm only eliminating the character in my scene, and I'm rerunning the simulation. And now if I do the same and pick the material from my character in my scene, you'll notice that now I have a standard material apply to my character. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the object by name. So I'm going to call all the male character. So I'm selecting all the male character. I'm going to browse for the female character and select them all as well. And click OK. Now the reason why I want to select these objects is because I want to export these objects only and not my entire scene. Unfortunately, this step was not recorded properly, but I'm going to go under the application button, choose the export selected option, and then I'm going to export it as an FBX and name it Populate. Now by pressing the save button, it's going to open the FBX option, and the things that you want to make sure that you have, you can uncheck the animation because it's not exporting the animation anyways, but this step is very important. You need to choose the Fbx File Format 2013. There was a slight bug in the 14 version of FBX, and if you export that version, you'll see that all your character will be triangulated. So make sure that you're choosing the FBX 2013 or lower version, and then you're ready to send it to Showcase. Once in Showcase, it's pretty straightforward. You go File, Import, Import File, and you choose the populate.fbx, which was exported using the Fbx 2013 version. It's going to convert the scene and load the model in Showcase. So you now have the populate model in Showcase. If you load the import status window, you see the FBX there. You see that the character do have all the texture apply and that everything is working properly. So the character will not be animated in Showcase, but they will bring a nice sense of scale and nice feel to your Showcase presentations.